Hello, dear children. Hope you all are well. It is the second part of the chapter Unit 4, A New Name, written by a Korean American writer, Linda Sue Park. This story is about a 10-year-old Korean girl, Kim Soo-hee, and her brother, Kim Tae-yul. So, as I have explained you in this chapter before, that they were forced to change their Korean name in Japanese language, and now her new name was Kamiyama Kiko. As she was not happy with her new name, but still she was satisfied because her father tried to keep the Korean root in her name with the last name Kiko. That she tried hard in school, and she was gently trying to become habitual, and she was being very careful every minute while using her name Kiko. So one day, what happened? Oshini-san heard her that she is making fun of one Japanese name by saying it Mayung-gin instead of Mangyoni. So that Japanese officer become very angry, and because of that the class teacher has had to send her in the front of the classroom. As Kiko was the daughter of the vice principal of the school, so she had never been beaten before. But that day, as the class teacher and Oshini-chan had to set an example for the other students also, so the class teacher did not wanted to beat her, but she had to because Oshini-san was there. So, in her mind, it was continuously ringing in Kiko's mind that it was so unfair, injustice with her. Her first name were taken, and they weren't even given any time to learn each other's new name. So she felt so injustice. She was not happy at all. And she said, so when the bamboo cane swished through the air. Swished through the air means when a bamboo stick used for beating someone or for giving punishment. So generally the hand is taken up and then they touch the skin. So the air pressure which arises during this interval, a sound produced. That special sound of bamboo stick is called here as squished. I was angry, not frightened. Yes, Kiko said that she was very angry, but she was not frightened. She was not fearful. With each sting whack, the word rang in my mind. Unfair, 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 unfair. So she used this word unfair 5 times, and she said that when she was being bitten by her class teacher, a word that rang in her mind, that was unfair. And best of all, she started crying because she was very angry. At home that night, Omini is a Korean word generally used for mother, pressed her lips together when she saw the fierce red welts on my leg. Yes, mothers, as you all know, that they are a symbol of love. So she kissed at that particular place where Kiyomo got swelling on her legs. And she also tried to make her comfortable by uh, putting something, uh, ointment or some paste which was made up of herbs. But the mark stayed there for several days. The mark didn't fade. And seeing and feeling the sore redness of those welt means wound always made me little angry all over again. So whenever Kiko see that swelling part on her leg, she become little angry again and again. And that also make her remind that her name was taken, and that day it was injustice for her. I wanted to stay angry about losing my name. She said that she wanted to be angry because she had lost lose her name. But I wasn't only the one. She was not only the one who was angry about it. Her other friends were also very angry about this incident. The changing of my name made even my best friend cross. Cross means annoyed, means angry. And the name of that friend was Tomo, and that friend was Japanese. So whenever they played together after the school during those days of the name change, he always checked himself all the time by saying Suhi, I mean Kiko. And he always kept saying this. Once, after correcting himself for what seemed like the 100th time, he stamped his foot in frustration. So every time when he tried to correct himself that her friend's new name is Kiko, every time he just tapped his foot in frustration, and he tried to make his mind feel and force himself to learn that her new name is Kiko, not Su-Hee. So he said, as if to pound the name into his brain, means he tried to force his brain to learn the new name of her friend Kiko. And it was just like a tongue twisting for him. And they both make fun of this new name Kiko. Kyaika Kiko ko. Like that they always used to speak, and they giggle and they make fun of this new Japanese name. Now we were both laughing. Tomo was laughing at the silly sounds. Yes, it sounds so silly. It sounds like so fun by speaking the word Kikiko, Kokiki. Like that they always make fun of this name. And he said that I was laughing for the same reason. Means Kim Soo-hee also laughed for the same reason, because she has got the chance to disrespect and make fun of her Japanese name. So when our laughter faded, means when they stopped laughing, Tomo glanced at me quickly. Glanced means to look. And then look away again, means first he see Kiko and then again he looks somewhere else. Maybe when it's just the two of us alone, I could still call you Su-hee. What do you think? So he tried to put his words in front of his friend Kiko, and he says that here we are only two, all alone. So he could still use the word Su-hee instead of Kiko, and he was trying to get confirmation or agreement on this suggestion. And Kiko said, it wasn't often that Tomo asked for my opinion. I wanted to answer carefully, so I thought for a moment. Yes, it was not so often that Tomo asks for any opinion of Kiko. So if he is asking for her opinion, she has to answer him very carefully. And she said that if you would have to switch to my Japanese name when we are with other people, you might get confused and forget. So yes, of course, that can also be one outcome or a result if he continuously switch to her Korean name and Japanese name. It will create a confusion in his mind, and he might sometimes forget her actual name. So it is better not to use her Korean name, Suhi. Instead, he can use the word Kiko, the Japanese name. I didn't say all that I was thinking. That as the son of the principal, Tomo always had to set an example. Yes, here Kiko understand, as she also had to face this problem earlier in her classroom, because they are the children of the higher authority of the school, so they always have to give message to the other students. It was just a reminder for them that nobody is allowed to make such mistake. So she didn't say what she was thinking at that time in her mind, that he is also a son, he is the son of the principal of the school, and he also had to set an example in front of the other classmates, in front of the other students. So he cannot make such mistakes. Otherwise, he also have to face some harshful punishment. Also, nobody on this earth is allowed to live others' life. So he was very good. This shows that he was very good from his heart. Being a Japanese, he was not thinking like the other Japanese were thinking about the Koreans. And this shows that when you have a friendship with any other, when you have a friendship with others, race, caste, community, these all things do not matter at all. And somewhere he was trying to say sorry on behalf of his community, sorry on behalf of his society, that because of those Japanese, these Koreans have to live Japanese life. They have to follow Japanese culture. They have to follow Japanese name, and which is really very, very difficult for all of them. So that is all about the story. Hope students, you all have understood the story so well. Now it is your home assignment to read the chapter sincerely, learn all the key words which are given in your book, and do the exercises neat and clean in your copy. Thank you.